Good evening, Iggy, Franz Moser. How are you? This is Grampi, Reggie Moser. I'm one of your Grampis, and I decided tonight I got this book for you. It's called Who's a Pest? Here it is. Who's a Pest? And it's about a little boy that doesn't understand why people call him he's a pest. So I'm going to read this story to you tonight, Iggy and Ignatius Franz Moser. You see, who's a pest? See that? Who's a pest? It's a nice yellow book. It's got a green binder here. It's got green and red and yellow. Now, here's how the book goes. Who's a pest? There it is. So, Iggy, check this out. It's dedicated to Plunkett's Creek with love. See that? Plunkett's Creek with love. Love is what Mom and Dad and you have in a family. They love you. You love them. Mom loves you. Dad loves you. You love them. Now, you see over here is the first page, and I'll read it. It says that Molly, Polly, and Dolly all looked at Homer. There's Homer, right there. That's Homer. He's right there, Homer. I didn't do it, said Homer. Yes, you did, they said. Yes, you did it, and you're a pest. Now, a pest means somebody that irritates other people. Now it says, then Lolly and Molly and Polly and Dolly all turned their backs. Beans, said Homer, I'm not a pest. But Lolly, Molly, Polly, and Dolly walked away. Now we go there. Down by the woodpile, Homer said again, I'm not a pest. I never said you were, said a lizard. Uh-oh, where did the lizard come from? I never said you said I was, said Homer. I never said you said. I said you were, said the lizard. I never said you said I said you said I was, said Homer. Oh my gosh. Ah, boy. Ah. Said what? Asked the lizard. Said I was a pest, said Homer. Who? Asked the lizard. You, said Homer. Me? Said the lizard. I'm no pest. Oh my gosh. Okay. I never said you were, said Homer. I never said you said I was, said the lizard. Beans, said Homer. You started it, said the lizard. You are a pest. And the lizard slipped away. He just disappeared. Beans, said Homer, I'm not a pest. He ran all the way down a hill and met a chipmunk. All right, what time is it? Asked the chipmunk. 10 to 2, said Homer. 10 to who? Asked the chipmunk. No, not who what, said Homer. 10 to what? Asked the chipmunk. Yes, said Homer. Yes, cried the chipmunk. What kind of time is that? It isn't the time, Homer said, but I asked for the time, said the chipmunk. I told you, said Homer. What? Asked the chipmunk. The time, said Homer. What time? Asked the chipmunk. The time it was then, said Homer. When was then? Asked the chipmunk. Then was when you asked me, said Homer. When did I ask you? Asked the chipmunk. At 10 to 2, said Homer. But that was then, said the chipmunk. What time is it now? 2 to 2, said Homer. Don't toot at me, said the chipmunk. Iggy, this is very funny. I hope you're having a good time. You're a pest. And the chipmunk ran away. Beans, said Homer. I'm not a pest. No one ever thinks he's a pest, said a rabbit. Oh my gosh, here comes a rabbit. You can't tell about yourself. I can tell about myself, said Homer. They can't tell about myself. About me, said the rabbit. You? Asked Homer. They can't tell about me, said the rabbit. You too? Asked Homer. No, you, said the rabbit. They can't tell about you. That is what I said Homer. Now what shall I do? I'm glad you asked me, said the rabbit. Oh my gosh, I'm not a pest, so I shall be able to tell you how not to be a pest. Okay, said Homer. Stay out of gardens, said the rabbit. But I don't go into gardens, Homer said. Well, stay out of them anyway, said the rabbit. But if I'm not in, how can I stay out? Homer asked. It's easy, said the rabbit. You can stay out by not going in. But I am out, Homer said. You're lucky, said the rabbit. You got out in time. But I was never in, said Homer. He's sitting on the fence with the rabbit, see? Sitting on the fence with the rabbit. Okay, now, oh, hush, said the rabbit. The others were right. You are a pest. And the rabbit hopped away. Beans, said Homer. I'm not a pest. Homer sat down. Soon he heard a sound. Help! Help! It said, help! 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 Homer looked around. Help who? He asked. Help me, said the sound. Who's me? Homer asked. Me is me. I don't know who you are, said the sound. I'm Homer, said Homer. Please help me, Homer, said the sound. Where are you? Cried Homer. Here, said the sound. Where's here? Asked Homer. Here is here, said the sound. Oh my, cried Homer. I'll never find you. I don't know where here is. Then find someone who does, cried the sound. Just then the rabbit came along. You must help me, Homer cried. Oh, it's you, said the rabbit. What a pest! Me is lost, Homer cried. You don't look lost to me, said the rabbit. I'm not lost, Homer said. Me is. Who is me? Asked the rabbit. You are the rabbit, Homer said. I know that, snapped the rabbit. Who is the me you're talking about? He said he is me. Homer said, well, if he says he is you, said the rabbit, we must find you, and here you are. Here's a rabbit. There's a rabbit with Homer. Yeah. I'm on page 31. The chipmunk ran by and stopped. Please help us, said Homer said. Oh, it's you, said the chipmunk. What a pest! He wants us to find me, said the rabbit. Find you, said the chipmunk. You are here. No, no, cried the rabbit. Me is here. That's what I said, cried the chipmunk. What did you say? Asked the lizard. He slipped from behind a tree. He said he was here. Homer said, oh, it's you, said the lizard. What a pest! Who's here? He asked. Me, said the rabbit. Help, said the sound. What is that? Cried the rabbit. And the chipmunk and the lizard. That is me, said Homer. You, they cried. No, me, cried the sound. I'm here. Lolly and Molly and Polly and Dolly skipped by. They saw Homer. Oh, it's you, they said. What a pest! But Homer didn't hear. He and the rabbit and the chipmunk and the lizard were looking all over. What are you looking for? Asked Lolly, Molly, Polly, and Dolly. Not what, who, Homer